Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is another react that we get to share together. This is Lovebites' Winds of Transylvania. This has been a highly requested react, and I am so excited to get to do this one as well. And I have a very special treat. I chose the music video version of this song. So let's go ahead and find out what the hype is all about. We already know this band is amazing, so I actually can't wait to hear this song. Based on the thumbnail, it looks pretty good. Remember, if you're new to the channel, please consider giving us a subscribe, a like, and a comment on this video, as it helps the YouTube algorithm push this video in front of more people just like us to help grow the community together. Thank you all so much for y'all's support. I really appreciate you. Let's get into the video. All right, here we go. Well, that video has just caused me to rethink my entire musical career. I think it's safe to say that those ladies need to be crowned the Dragon Force of Japan. That, I don't even know what to say. Oh my God. I'm going to need a minute to collect my thoughts. I really do.
2 hours later.
Okay. Holy shit. So, as an animator, seeing the animation and stuff. Okay, so first off, this was actually posted by Lovebites, which is why I chose this, because I figured this would be a treat. Because I wanted to put Lovebites and all of these Japanese metal bands to the test to see if the music can speak for itself. And without a doubt, this is the clear-cut winner. From the cinematography, how everything is put together, the lighting, visual effects, coloring, their outfits with the double-breasted Oxford jackets and everything. Those are awesome. The white and gold. There is nothing bad about this. How can my brain is still having a hard time understanding how this can even exist, and I don't know about it. I feel so stupid. I feel so stupid. I'm going to try to see if I can add any value to this already incredible song. Like their costumes, the cinematography, the videography, the lighting, the color choices, the animation, how it's edited together, the powerfulness of the song. Like I said, these ladies need to be called the Dragon Force of Japan. That is absolutely incredible. Holy shit. All right, let's see if we can break this down. Super cool castle. Immediately reminds me of a Castlevania vibe. And it makes perfect sense just because the name of the song, you know, is Winds of Transylvania. But for some reason, this just fits like a puzzle piece. Like, this song is so good, I'm going to learn and do a cover of this. I would love to learn how to play this song and do a cover of it, because I really would love to learn to play some of the fundamentals in this song. And this is exactly what I'm talking about right here. As a cinematographer, documentary filmmaker myself, look at the lighting and look at the ambient effect on the entirety. Look how her hand is blurred on the wall, but her face is stark clear. That is good filming. That is good editing. That is good everything. Everything. That is money well spent, ladies and gentlemen. And then that's what I'm talking about. The transitions are extremely smooth. That was a fade transition into the animation. You would have never even known, apart from it being anime versus real life, that it wasn't supposed to be part of the same video. You would have never known. It's so smooth. That doll is terrifying. Ah, don't let it look into your eyes. It'll steal your soul. I love a whammy bar in the morning. This is what I'm talking about here as well. Look at this visual effects. I'm not going to say how, because I know how to do this, but I'm just going to say this adds so much power. Listen to those in-between segments there when a measure ends and the next segment ends. Begins. Listen, right here. And that's another example of the visual effect. Right there. They have this amazing shadow on the floor, which looks like a mirrored reflection. It's almost a negative. It's really cool. It looks like, I don't know, how would they have done that? That's actually pretty tricky right there, to create the positive image on the floor and then the negative image on the reality. That's freaking cool. That's what I was talking about the double-breasted Oxfords, how it has the slit down the middle, but they have two sets of buttons. That jacket is called an Oxford. That's actually a chef's jacket. It kind of reminds me of a Navy admiral or just a Navy suit. And the animation really does make this better. If this is a TV series, I would love to know what series it is because I would totally watch it. Them bridges, listen to that bridge. It's amazing to see a bridge act as a build-up. And this is exactly why I feel like they should be called the Dragon Force of Japan, because that is totally a Dragon Force riff. I correct myself. I apologize. That is totally a Lovebites riff. Wow, I love those stops. So good. You learn so much about the dynamics of songs by studying other cultures and especially their music. It's amazing because this is foreign perception on what's being done primarily in the West, and this is their. Okay, so I've always said that the Japanese and like the Chinese and the Hindu, they all have music writing down to a science. Just listen to some of the polyrhythms that come from Hindu drums. Like, I can't even begin to wrap my brain around that kind of stuff. But I can do normal drum polyrhythms and all that. But I've had to teach myself that kind of stuff because of like positive association. And to hear the Japanese and their wonderful ability to write music with a methodical approach, this leads to this, which leads to this, which is going to build up. It's telling a story. That is one of the coolest things I have come to learn, and one of the most inspiring things that I've ever heard as well, because it really has come to influence my personal music and how I play drums. Instead of me not being able to play the same thing twice, I have been able to really concrete my skills in progression and learning how to do the build-ups with bridges and all that kind of stuff. And that really has come from doing these reacts, these analyzing. So thank y'all. I have y'all to thank for that. You know, now that I think about it, I actually recognize this character. I wonder if that's the Street Fighter Morgana. Man, that half step up just makes all the difference. Listen. That telling a story, y'all. That telling a story. It's like, oh, you thought it was going to end? No. We got to carry you just a little bit farther. Goosebumps. Gives me goosebumps. Not to pause the solo, my apologies, but that lead in, if you notice, she starts that 2 beats at the end of that measure before her solo starts. That lead to transition like that is actually something I have taken into my video editing as well, and that these ladies have taught me. So I wanted to point that out. Just making them guitars squeal. I've always loved flying V's. That was a bridge right there. Ba-na-na-na. Listen carefully. Oh my God, and that is so amazing to have an extended bridge like that. Oh my God, that's so good. 8 measures. Oh my God, her voice is so good. Them stops again. And the drummer just freaking. That is so awesome. Oh my God, the amount of locomotion this band has. I love piano intros and outros like this, by the way. I am a huge fan of orchestra, opera, plays, Broadway. I say Broadway. I've never actually gotten to sit down and watch Broadway, but I am a big fan of some of the clips that I see of Broadway on like TikTok and all that kind of stuff when I'm surfing and stuff. So it probably is something that I would enjoy. But man, I feel like I don't compliment the drummer enough. So I'm going to take this time to start talking about some of the things that she does. Some of those accents, that comes from syncopation between the guitarist and the drummer like that. And definitely one of the harder things to be able to achieve is that synchronicity between all of the members of the band. This band has been able to achieve something that I thought I would never see. This is 100 out of 10 good. And I thought I had no musical taste because all the stuff that I've thought that was crap for years has been selling. If I ever voiced my opinion about bands that I think are good or bands that I think are bad, I'd probably catch a lot of flack. But that's okay. I won't put you guys through that hell. But this, thank y'all for showing me this. I really can't say it enough because, like I said, this has reinvigorated that soul fire I had inside of me for good music. I was so sad and depressed because I've been listening and playing the same music for years, and this gives me such a cool and awesome direction to shoot for. That's so cool. Thank you guys. But the drummer, man, she's so clean, and that double bass kit blows me away. I've used a double bass kit before, and one of the tricks of a double bass kit is getting both heads tuned the same. That is so difficult to do, especially if you're using microphones. It really doesn't matter if you're using drum triggers because that's a note sample. But if you're using microphones, you might as well just buy a pressure tuner. That's the best way. Unless you have like perfect pitch and can, anyways, it doesn't matter. But That is so impressive, and I don't there is no one fundamental part of this band that's the best. I can't single anybody else so I won't. I won't. Every member of this band is a gift to humanity. I cannot wait to keep traveling down the Lovebites rabbit hole. This is so awesome. So awesome. So awesome. Ugh! I'm just beating my head against the wall because of how good this is. It's just absolutely unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. It really did take me like 15, 20 minutes to collect my thoughts about what I wanted to say. Oh my God. I really appreciate you all for being a part of my life and for welcoming me into this community. I hope you guys enjoy the React videos, and I hope you all glean some information from this as well. If you're new to the channel, remember, please consider giving us a sub and putting a like and a comment on this video because it helps the YouTube algorithm push this to the right people. Let's help this community grow together, y'all. I love you guys. I'll see you all next time. I'm Vanderhorst, your host. I appreciate you. Next time.